Hey guys, Wanda here. Today I just want to talk about guarding your heart, which is a very passionate subject of mine. And there is a verse in the Bible that is so profound and so dear to me. Even if you don't believe in the Bible and you're affiliated to another religion, I think the lesson in that verse is applicable to all humankind. Proverbs 4, verse 23 says, "Guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life." That's the New Living Translation version. And I think that is so true because your heart, that's where all the emotions lie, right? People don't say, for example, you broke my mind, they say you broke my heart. That's where all the pain is, that's where all the joy and the pain stays, right? So for the mind, so I believe if the emotions are settled by the heart, then we need to guard it, because if you pump stuff that's hurtful, and basically you're not protecting that heart, and that's why you see people who get hurt, they end up crying, being emotional and things like that. So basically that's what I get from that lesson in that Bible, to say, you need to guard your heart and make sure that you don't feed it with things that are terrible, things that are painful, things that weigh you down. Of course, certain pain you can't avoid. Like, let's say if you lose your loved one, those are natural things that happen in life. There's nothing you can do about it. But there's certain pain that is absolutely avoidable, in my own personal opinion. For example, if someone decides to let you go, you know, it's all good. It's painful, but guard your heart and find a way of letting it go and move on with your life. For example, if you lay off a job, it's all, there's nothing you can do about it. Guard your heart, find a way of making a plan and finding another job. It's very difficult, I do believe so, but if you bottle all that pain inside your heart, you're gonna break it, and you constantly be in pain, crying or emotional, and then things will just not work for you. you know I got a personal testimony for myself that I would like to share as well, which is applicable to this subject. On my side, I'm epileptic, and I'm sure that soon enough I'm gonna sort this problem out. So doctors, last year they were telling me, because the problem was kept on persisting, and they said, there's nothing you can do about it. The funny thing is, whichever doctor I went to, they were telling me the same thing. If you have more seizures and more episodes, we have to increase the dosage of the chronic medication that you're taking. If that medication doesn't work, you change it. So it doesn't matter the dosage that you take. You have to keep taking medication till you try and control this stuff. So then I said, the doctor that the one that I'm using right now, said, okay, so does this thing cure? Well, no, there's no cure for it. So how do I control it? The only way is to take medication. What about the medication that I'm taking? What if it doesn't work? We have to increase it. You have to take this medication till you die. And I said, no, this is painful. This message is very emotional for me. I mean, I can't accept that. The fact that you have to take different pills, 25 milligram, 50 milligram, 100, 200, I mean, every day. Come on, man. In the morning, the afternoon, the evening type of thing. Well, it was morning and evening, but if you, at the rate I was going, you might find myself being forced to take it in the morning, afternoon, and evening. 3 tablets, per session type of thing. And I saw that this is not practical for me. This is very emotional for me. This is painful, because obviously you don't want a condition to be part of you for life. So I started researching on the internet. The testimonies that I found on the net were very inspiring to me. People who had breast cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, people were involved in terrible accidents where doctors told them you will never walk again, and then because of that determination, They ended up walking. Those who had cancers and stuff, all those conditions, they found a way to heal themselves. So what I learned from them, and basically all the testimonies that they shared, is basically they guarded their heart. They made sure that they do not hit that emotional, they don't accept the pain that people were telling them that this condition cannot be cured, this problem cannot be fixed. Because once you accept a problem can't be fixed, then definitely it cannot be fixed. And you're gonna accept it and it's gonna stay with you for life. So how do you guard your heart? In my own opinion, it starts with the mind. If your mind is powerful enough to feed thoughts that are positive, you need to feed positive thoughts, thoughts that are constructive, not thoughts that destroy, thoughts that are progressive, not thoughts that are slow and weigh you down. You know what I'm saying? So if you feed positive thoughts, for example, in my case, and I tell myself, you know what, I can do this. I can sort my problem out. That will filter through to the heart, and my heart will be guarded and be accepted about it. I won't feel a lot of emotion. So I think the process starts with the mind. It starts with the conscious mind to say, you know what, this is what it is. For example, in my case, the solution that I found was that let me get on a ketogenic diet, because carbs, sugar, increased glucose levels, which is not good for the brain, and it enhances epileptic seizures. So I did research, and I did a lot of research, found a couple of doctors online and things like that. So I like doing a lot of research before, just to make sure that the information that I get is authentic. So you can't rely on one person. You have to rely on get testimonies from different types of doctors and actually patients themselves who had the same condition. So they basically say the same thing. So I told my conscious mind, you know what, it is what it is. Let us change our diet. I got rid of all the carb diets, the bread, the mealy meals, the sweets, all the sweet stuff. So now all I take is protein and vegetables, and dietary products like heavy cream, cheese. That's good for me. So ever since I started doing that, it was so difficult. So I said, my conscious mind, you know what, it is what it is. For it to be accepted by my subconscious mind, I have to practice. I practiced it. It was so difficult to get into ketosis. I started preparing different meals over and over and over again till I adapted to the diet itself. So on the internet, they say that this diet is for losing weight. You're gonna lose weight, you feel weak, you can't exercise and things like that. But again, it's your mind. If you tell your mind all that crap, it will happen. My intention wasn't to lose weight. My intention wasn't to not have enough energy. My intention was to control my condition. That was my intention of going on that diet. So that's exactly what I did. And I've never lost weight. I still go to the gym. I still have energy. I still do my own thing every day. So there hasn't been any situation where my normal day-to-day activities have been compromised. So now that my subconscious mind has accepted it, it has dropped down to my heart. And now all that pain I had of non-acceptance, of saying, you know what, I'm going to live with this thing for life and everything. Now I even feel better. All these things that I used to have of anxiety, permanently, it's like after your meal, you're always conscious about your medication. Have I taken my medication? Oh my God, I haven't. Oh, you go out, let's say you're on the road, you're so conscious about this damn medication that you U-turn, you come back home to take it, type of thing. So you make those tablets part of your life such that if you don't take it, you feel like you're about to switch off. That's the type of mentality that was so wrong that I said to myself, you know what, this has to stop. And a natural way of healing, I truly believe, is a diet. It's better to do diet than these medications, because if you're telling me this medication is to control and not to heal, and is to control for life, I got a problem with it. But thank God that I've seen other people who have solved the problem via this diet, and that's exactly what I'm going to attempt to do. I'm not saying I've completely succeeded, but I'm completely determined and I'm convinced that I will succeed. And that's all that matters. So the lesson today that I just wanted to share, guys, is that we have to guard our heart, because that's where all the emotions are. It's so the pain, that's where it sits. You know, in my language, they always say, people will say, zvikundirwadza, which means it's so painful. Kurwadza, musoro unongosiri kurwadza. It's not the mind that's in pain. It's the heart that's in pain. So we have to guard that heart, and the only way we can guard our heart is the thoughts. We feed our mind with positive thoughts, and as a result, when those thoughts are positive, the heart is guarded and it's safe. That's what I believe, and for me it's working, and I believe for anybody else it will still work. So that's the message I wanted to share with you guys. Take care, and I hope you have a blessed and lovely week ahead. Cheers and bye for now.